Good evening. I welcome you to Strange Nexus, your portal to the realms of the strange, spooky, and unexplained. On tonight's episode, I bring to you the story of Megan Sinclair, an investigative reporter with the scoop of a lifetime, an interview with a Lycan.
The wind howled through the narrow alleyways of the old town as I trudged along, clutching my notebook close to my chest. My pulse quickened with every step I took, my anticipation mingling with a hint of fear. Megan Sinclair, investigative reporter on the verge of the story that could make my career, and interview a real werewolf. Actually, I was informed the proper name is Lycan. The tales of Lycans had always fascinated me, their existence shrouded in myth and mystery. No one had ever managed to unveil their true nature to the world until now. I'd received an anonymous email, a blurred photograph of a towering figure, half human, half beast, under the faint glint of a moonlit night. The accompanying message claimed that this creature was willing to break the centuries-old silence and share their story. After days of correspondence, I was given a location, an abandoned mansion on the outskirts of town. The mansion was a relic of forgotten wealth, its once grand facade now decayed and crumbling. It stood nestled in the shadow of the surrounding forest, the air thick with an unnatural chill as I approached the grand entrance. A sense of unease crawled up my spine as I pushed the creaking door open. The interior was cloaked in darkness, save for the dim, flickering candlelight. Shadows danced upon the walls like phantoms, and the floorboards creaked beneath my weight. The scent of dampness hung in the air, and a low, guttural growl echoed from somewhere deeper within the mansion. "Hello?" I called, my voice trembling slightly. "I'm Megan Sinclair, the reporter who—" A low chuckle interrupted my words, sending a shiver down my spine. From the shadows emerged a figure, tall and imposing, their features obscured by the dim light. My heart pounded in my chest as my eyes adjusted, revealing the glint of amber eyes and a rugged face framed by unkempt hair. "Megan Sinclair," the figure spoke, their voice a low, gravelly rumble that seemed to vibrate through the very air. "I've been expecting you." The hairs on the back of my neck stood on end as I met the gaze of the Lycan before me. It was one thing to hear stories, but quite another to be faced with the reality of this mythical creature. I struggled to maintain my composure, reminding myself that this was the story of a lifetime. "You're a Lycan?" I managed to ask, my voice betraying both curiosity and trepidation. The Lycan inclined their head slightly, a faint smile tugging at the corners of their lips. "Indeed, but let's not dwell on labels. I have a story to tell, and you, Megan Sinclair, are here to listen." The Lycan's eyes seemed to burn with an inner fire as they spoke, their words laden with a weight that sent a shiver down my spine. I fumbled with my notebook and pen, struggling to focus on my role as a journalist. This was the opportunity of a lifetime, a chance to uncover the truth behind the legends. As the Lycan began to recount their tale, their voice took on a hypnotic quality, weaving a narrative that transcended the boundaries of reality and folklore. The mansion seemed to come alive around us, the shadows shifting and swirling as if in response to the Lycan's words. And all the while the moon outside climbed higher in the sky, casting an eerie glow through the cracked windows. As I scribbled furiously in my notebook, I felt a strange sensation, a sense that I was being drawn into a world far beyond my understanding. And beneath that sensation lay a primal fear, an instinctive recognition that there were truths lurking in the darkness that I might not be ready to face. The Lycan's tale unraveled like threads of a forgotten tapestry, weaving a story that spanned centuries. They spoke of a hidden pact between their kind and the human world, a delicate balance maintained by secrecy and shadows. They described the nights of transformation under the full moon, when their human forms gave way to the beast within, and how they lived in isolation, hidden away from prying eyes. As I listened, my mind danced between disbelief and fascination. The Lycan's words held a haunting beauty, a mix of sorrow and defiance that resonated deep within me. But with every word, the atmosphere in the mansion grew thicker, like a fog that blurred the line between reality and the supernatural. "The pact was forged to protect both our worlds," the Lycan continued, their voice a somber melody. "But with time, it has frayed. There are whispers of darkness on the horizon, a threat that could shatter the fragile peace that has endured for centuries." A shiver raced down my spine, not solely from the chilling draft in the room, but from the implication of impending doom. The Lycan's eyes bore into mine, as if seeking an understanding that transcended mere words. "What do you want from me, Megan Sinclair?" the Lycan asked, their voice dripping with an intensity that left me momentarily speechless. I cleared my throat, regaining my composure. "I want to tell your story. I want the world to know the truth about your existence, about the pact you've described." The Lycan's gaze held mine, and for a moment, I felt as though they were peering into the depths of my soul, weighing my intentions. There is power in knowledge, but there is also danger. The truth can be a double-edged sword, Megan. Once unveiled, it cannot be contained. A creaking sound reverberated through the mansion, and I turned toward the source. Shadows seemed to gather at the edges of the room, casting sinister shapes across the walls. The atmosphere grew heavy with an unspoken tension, as if the mansion itself were holding its breath. "They are here," the Lycan murmured, their voice laced with urgency. "Who's here?" I asked, my heart racing. But before the Lycan could respond, a chorus of eerie howls echoed through the night, accompanied by the unmistakable sound of footfalls drawing nearer. Panic gripped me, my mind struggling to process the imminent threat. The Lycan's gaze locked onto mine. "Listen to me, Megan. If you truly wish to reveal the truth, you must understand the consequences. There are forces at play that even I cannot fully comprehend. You must choose to walk away and keep the world in ignorance, or to face the darkness head-on." The choice hung in the air like a heavy fog, suffocating me with its weight. Before I could respond, the mansion trembled, as if caught in the grip of an unseen storm. The walls seemed to close in around us, and I felt as though the very fabric of reality was unraveling. In the midst of the chaos, the Lycan's voice cut through the turmoil. "Make your choice, Megan Sinclair. The world you know will never be the same again." The mansion quaked as the ominous howls drew closer, their haunting melody filling the air with a sense of impending doom. The Lycan's amber eyes bore into mine, their intensity urging me to make a choice that could shape the fate of both our worlds. My heart raced, torn between the desire to reveal the truth and the dread of the unknown. The air crackled with an otherworldly energy, and I could feel the weight of centuries-old secrets pressing down upon me. With a deep breath, I steadied my nerves and faced the Lycan with newfound resolve. "I won't turn away," I declared, my voice unwavering. "I've come this far, and I'm not afraid to confront the darkness, no matter the cost." The Lycan's eyes softened, a mixture of admiration and concern flickering within their depths. "Very well, Megan Sinclair, but understand that by revealing the truth, you may unleash forces beyond your comprehension. There are entities that thrive in the shadows, waiting for the right moment to seize control." Before I could respond, the mansion's doors burst open, revealing a group of figures cloaked in shadow and darkness. Their eyes gleamed with an unnatural luminescence, their features twisted and contorted. They advanced with deliberate steps, their presence radiating malevolence. "The Watchers!" the Lycan growled under their breath. "They've come for us." The Watchers' laughter echoed through the mansion, a chorus of mocking tones that sent a shiver down my spine. They surrounded us, their forms almost shimmering as if they were partially ethereal. Panic welled within me, but I clenched my fists, determined to stand my ground. "What do you want?" I demanded, my voice surprisingly steady. One of the Watchers stepped forward, their eyes fixed on the Lycan. "You have broken the sacred pact, Lycan. Your actions threaten the balance we have meticulously maintained." The Lycan's gaze remained resolute. "The pact has grown brittle, its foundation eroded by secrets and half-truths. It's time for both worlds to know the reality that lies beneath." The Watcher's laughter filled the room once more, a chilling sound that seemed to resonate with the very walls. "You are but a small cog in the grand mechanism of existence. Your defiance will be your downfall." As the tension escalated, the mansion's atmosphere shifted, the air becoming charged with an eerie energy. Shadows writhed and danced, merging with the darkness cast by the approaching full moon. The boundary between reality and the supernatural blurred, and I felt a surge of power within me, as though I was tapped into an ancient force. With a cry, the Lycan lunged at the Watchers, a feral growl escaping their lips. I watched in awe as their form blurred, human features melding into those of a formidable beast. Claws clashed with ethereal forms, and the very fabric of the room seemed to ripple with the impact of their clash. In the chaos that ensued, I felt a presence whispering at the edge of my consciousness. It was as if the mansion itself was guiding me, urging me to fulfill my role in this pivotal moment. My heart pounded with a mix of exhilaration and fear, but I embraced the surge of power that surged through me. With a voice that resonated beyond the physical realm, I called upon the truth that had been hidden for so long. The room trembled, and the watchers recoiled as though struck by an unseen force. The mansion seemed to quiver in response, its very foundation acknowledging the revelation of ages-old secrets. As the truth unfolded, the watchers' malevolent forms began to waver, their ethereal presence dissipating like smoke in the wind. With one final cry, they vanished, leaving only an echoing silence in their wake. The Lycan stood before me, their human form restored, their gaze filled with a mixture of exhaustion and gratitude. "You've done it, Megan Sinclair. You've shattered the veil of secrecy that has bound us for so long. I knew from the smell of your blood that you were touched." I nodded my head, feeling the weight of the moment settle upon my shoulders. But what did they mean by touched? One truth had been revealed, and the consequences would reverberate through time, but yet, another mystery has presented itself. What is this power I have inside me? As the moon waned outside, its glow casting a final pale light into the mansion, I knew that the world would never be the same. I would never be the same. The Lycan extended a hand toward me, their touch imbued with an ancient wisdom. "Our worlds are forever intertwined now, Megan. May the revelations of this night serve as a reminder that the unknown can be both a source of terror and enlightenment." With those words, the Lycan turned and melted into the shadows, leaving me standing in the darkness, my heart still pounding with the echoes of the night's events. As I emerged from the mansion, I looked up at the sky, the moon now a mere sliver, a faint glimmer of the mysteries that would forever haunt my memories.
This reality never ceases to amaze me. What a tale. Now click subscribe and like this video for more Strange Nexus.